Teacher Olga, good afternoon. Thank you very much for the message in the group WhatsApp. Thank you, teacher. Sorry, I loud the English song because this I would like to give animals because it's very important animals for you, okay? Because you are an excellent teacher, okay? An excellent woman. I feel proud about you. Okay, thank you. In other ways, teacher, I would like to tell about documental, my documental research is very important for me because I in this material, this subject about analysis skills is very important for me to develop the intercultural competence about the skills analyze. In this moment, I would like to share my screen. Okay, about my my documental research. Okay, thank you, teacher. Because in this moment, I would like to share this documental research, this video explain about how the teacher apply the grammar, the skill grammar in the teaching classroom, okay? Because it's very important for a teacher to practice different first languages because the teacher need to develop intercultural competence because we has a responsibility for to introduce the student in the learning competence about the teaching foreign languages, okay? For me, this documental research is very important because the contents is very important for I will be able to develop the learner skill. Okay, the learner skill is very important for the teacher develop is the intercultural competence. Okay, for example, uh, is important to develop the intercultural competence about these languages. For example, these languages, sorry, teacher, explain about the grammar teaching, alternative approach is for a teacher. Hello, for example, say, name is Yeva from simplyyeva.com. About different approach about the audiolingual method, the grammar teaching, about directs is important. I think I have to consider very important for to the teacher teach or apply in the classroom, okay? For in the classroom very important because in my case, I have worked in multicultural languages. My students speak different languages, Oxy languages, Celta languages. My student, the overpopulation, they having to neglect the social contact with the target languages, okay? For that reason, my students is very difficult for them to establish the social communication or the personal information, okay? For that reason, I adapted my lesson plan. Okay, my lesson plan is playing about the English alphabet, because I have to consider it very important for my student to practice phonetics about the alphabet, British, English, and American alphabet. Okay, this teaching language is very important for to consider about the audiolingual method. Okay, in this moment, in this documental, I would like to decide to research about different methodological approach, audiolingual method, the grammar, direct method are important for the student for to practice different languages. Okay, for example, I would like to share in another documental. It is my instruction of my research documental. It's very important for me to practice different languages. Okay, the communicative approach is very important because the teacher try to develop the communicative languages teaching. Okay, I had to consider very important for ourselves before to the class. We are going to talk with the student, okay, about what is important for them to practice forest languages, because we live in the multicultural competence. Right now, we need to develop the intercultural competence about the learning first language and to apply in the technological tool. We have to develop the learning competence in the platform online. Okay, this is important. For that reason, this is my documental research. I had to consider it very important for me to apply this methodological approach in my teaching forest language. Okay, according to epistemological knowledge, we had to construct a new knowledge about the how the teacher apply different elements in the communicative forest language implicit in the analytic discourse, implicit in the pedagogical discourse and social discourse. Okay, very important for ourselves. We as a teacher, we have to develop the intercultural competence according to this approach for to my student develop learning process introducing the forest languages. Okay, because a responsibility for them to practice forest languages, introduce the students in the communicative language teaching, but we have to develop the learning autonomous and the criticism thinking with to my student practice forest languages. Okay, thank you very much, because we are going to have a responsibility. We be able to prepare for the student for the life, the knowledge of English. We be able to significantly for prepare my student for the future, because the future my student they will be able to apply the knowledge in the social context, okay, for the communicative language teaching and understand the cultural diversity and around the world in the platform online. Thank you very much, teacher. This is my documental. Thank you very much. Okay, sorry.